Hey everyone, welcome back to Finance and Crypto, a fresh news source for the latest news, trends, and sentiments in the space so you are always in the know. I'm your host, Rose J. Hey guys, it's been a while. I really missed the reporting. It's got really tied up this past week, but I got a jam-packed episode for you guys today. So we're going to be talking about George Soros, getting into crypto. We're also going to be talking about the Rockefellers actually getting involved in crypto, and we're going to go ahead and touch on the news about what was going on in India in terms of the FUD that people were stating that India was banning crypto. So without further ado, let's get into this. I just want to start off with a little market update. As you guys can see, right now the total market capitalization is right around 264 billion, which is on the low side, but we've been trending sideways here for at least the last month. And if you look down here, we can see that Bitcoin is right around 7,000, just under at 6,900. Ethereum at 398. And essentially, all the major players, when you go through Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, they've all been trending right around, this area for quite some time, as the market leaders should. So we haven't seen too much change in terms of the overall market, and essentially, we might be looking this way till about right around what experts are saying, and other enthusiasts are stating that maybe towards the end of tax season, once tax season commences, we may start seeing an uptrend at that time. So if we were to be specific about that, we would probably say like right around the latter part of April. So definitely after April 15th. So that's all for the update, because there isn't too much going on. But let's go ahead and get into these articles. So this here obviously is by Cointelegraph, and it is stating here Soros Fund Management plans to launch cryptocurrency trading. So let's get into it. Now it says here that U.S. investment funds, Soros Management Fund, which currently operates about $26 billion in assets, will reportedly be investing in cryptocurrencies, despite the fact that the head of the fund, George Soros, earlier claimed that cryptocurrencies were a bubble, Bloomberg reported Friday, April 6th. Now, according to Bloomberg, citing people familiar with the matter, Adam Fisher, who was responsible for global macroeconomic investing at Soros Fund Management, has already received internal approval for cryptocurrency operations, but he has not started trading yet. In a speech at the World Economic Forum in Davos on January 25th, Soros argued that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin cannot be considered a currency due to their volatility, and that their value is pure speculative. So Soros stated here that Bitcoin is not a currency, because a currency is supposed to be a stable store of value, and a currency that can fluctuate 25% in a day can't be used, for instance, to pay wages, because wages drop 25% in a day. It's speculation based on a misunderstanding. While criticizing the major cryptocurrency in January, the legendary macro trader did not provide any price predictions. Meanwhile, crypto markets have lost almost 50% by the end of the first quarter of 2018. Soros became involved in cryptocurrency activity early last year. In 2017, George Soros Investment Fund became the third largest shareholder in Overstock.com, the first major retail company to accept Bitcoin as a payment option. Launched in 1969, Soros Fund Management made its name in 1962 for its drastic bets against the British pound, which made Soros the man who broke the Bank of England. Like, there is a lot to pack in there. Or I should say there's a lot to unpack out of there. I mean, so essentially, we have a lot of major players in cryptocurrency, a lot of influencers like Crypto, Jeff Berwick, and a lot of people have talked about the possibility of people like George Soros and central bank players actually driving the market down and actually controlling this market for their own benefit. Now, a lot of that was speculation, but to see that George Soros is now getting involved in cryptocurrency definitely it definitely puts a pause in crypto investors and people who've been investing in the space and who have been trying to get away from those particular players. Um, when you see that George Soros was saying earlier in January that Bitcoin is a bubble and it's pure speculation, and literally 2 months later, 60 days later, he makes a 180-degree turn to essentially say that he's going to get involved in it. That really, really should make anyone involved in the space critically think about what's going on behind the scenes, as far as this huge drop that we've seen since that peak in the end of 2017, around December 18th or so. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this article, let you guys know what's going on as far as George Soros and his interest in crypto, but it doesn't stop there. Get this. Now this is Finance Magnets. So it's saying here that first Soros invested in cryptocurrencies, and now Rockefeller. Is Buffett next? Okay, let's get into this article. So it says here that last week reported that the head of Soros Fund Management has received approval to trade cryptocurrencies within the next few months. George Soros had said in the past, which we just went over, that he considered Bitcoin to be a mere speculation. And as he is the world's richest hedge fund manager and amongst the wealthiest people in the world, his conversion seems quite significant, as we just discussed. Now, the Rockefeller family, another giant of the American financial establishment, is joining the party. Specifically, the venture capital arm of the Rockefeller Foundation, VenRock, has signed a partnership with CoinFund, a Brooklyn-based cryptocurrency investment fund. Rockefeller Brothers Incorporated was formed in 1946 by Lawrence S. Rockefeller, one of the Rockefeller's senior children, to invest in promising businesses. It was renamed to VenRock, Venture Rockefeller, in 1969. It has invested in startups such as Intel and Apple, which are computer companies that some of you may be familiar with. Duh. Daniel Pachman, a partner at VenRock, told Fortune, "We wanted to partner with this team that has been making investments and actually helping to architect a number of different crypto economies and crypto token-based projects." So guys, this says a lot about where cryptocurrencies are going. When you have the man who betted against the British pound and the Rockefeller family, who basically they're basically one of the major families behind the Federal Reserve and the central banks. When you have these companies these families and these individuals getting together and getting involved in crypto, it definitely makes you think about what's really going on with the dollar. I mean, if Soros actually is the man who betted against the British pound and broke the pound, what does it say that he's getting into crypto right now? I mean, we do see the volatility in stocks. We do see the volatility in the bond market. I mean, financially, what's going on right now? We have the trade wars that's definitely affecting multiple different asset classes. I mean, if you think about this on a macro level, on a macroeconomic level, the fact that we have this drop in crypto and it's steadily going lower, and everybody knows that the major money, the big investors, they don't buy anything when it's high. They come in and swoop in when it's blood on the streets. And in terms of what's going on with the dollar, losing 97% of its purchasing value since 1913 to now, are they telling us something? It's something to think about. So guys, the last thing I wanted to touch on was this story out of India. Last week, I mean, I saw a lot of people talking about, India is banning crypto. Cryptos are going to be banned out of India. And, I've read a few articles lately, and it just seems like that's just not the case. Let's take a look at this here. Now, it says here, don't believe the FUD. India has not banned cryptocurrencies. Though the internet has awash with FUD today that India has banned cryptocurrencies in the country, that is not the case. The RBI has released a statement outlining new banking regulations. It says the truth is that the Reserve Bank of India, the RBI, released a statement that bans regulated financial institutions from dealing with cryptocurrencies. Those banks and institutions which already have dealings in cryptocurrencies will have to sever ties with it within a time period not yet specified. The official statement reads thusly. Get into it right here. It says, it has been decided that with immediate effect, entities regulated by the RBI shall not deal with or provide services to any individual or business entities dealing with or settling VCs. Regulated entities which already provide such services shall exit the relationship within a specified time. A circular in this regard is being issued separately. Now, it should be pointed out that this is only a single paragraph of the 16-section press release by Chief General Manager Jose Couture that deals with many aspects of the current financial situation in India, including one that processes the possibilities of the RBI developing its own digital currency. So this is the second time we've heard this. We heard about China doing this. We heard about, well, actually, I should say the third time. We heard about the Venezuelan petro digital asset that's being placed off of the Ethereum blockchain. And now we're hearing it out of India. So there's something definitely going on here with these central bankers and blockchain technology. Now, this article finishes up by saying, the takeaway from the statement is that banks are not allowed to deal with or facilitate dealings with or in cryptocurrency, which essentially causes no change on the ground, as no banks in the country provide cryptocurrencies and no exchanges have official partnerships with the banks either. So it just shows it goes. I'm sorry, I'm definitely speaking too fast, but it goes to show that cryptocurrencies are definitely not going anywhere. However, it definitely demonstrates that there's going to be a fight, or there's going to be some type of discussion, rather, I should rather put it, as far as who's going to be controlling the cryptocurrencies, because we have the decentralized cryptocurrencies as far as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, and whatnot, that are for the people. So these cryptocurrencies that we see here, these are from developers, these are from blockchain enthusiasts. I mean, we have VeChain, we have Omiseco, Verge, Lisk, Ontology, Icon. I can go down the line, Populous. These are the decentralized cryptocurrencies that people feel that are made for the people, for peer-to-peer transactions, so that way we can circumvent, having to utilize, fiat currencies that lose value every year. However, these articles here show that countries are now getting involved in cryptocurrencies, and they want to utilize their currencies over the decentralized currency. So it's going to be a fight between the centralized and the decentralized. And it looks like 2018 is the start of that. So guys, I thought these articles were quite telling. I found them quite interesting. There is definitely more to them. Just go ahead and go to Cointelegraph.com. You can get on this. You can get more about this Soros fund management article in terms of them getting into crypto, as far as the Rockefeller company, the Rockefeller Foundation. It's some financial magnets. And the last one here is going to be found at newsbtc.com in terms of what's going on in India. So, guys, I hope you got some information about this. I'm definitely going to be putting out more content later this week. I definitely need to do some research to see what's going on in the space, so that I can make sure that I provide you guys all the updates, so that way you know that you can get some valuable information and understand that I'm looking out for the community, so that way we know what's going on in the space every day, since everything moves so fast. So until next time, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.